Hello learners, this is Excel with Habeeba. In our class today, Sociological Foundation of Education, we are going to discuss the third topic, Education and Modernization. Education and modernization, two words here. Education already we have learnt in previous classes about so much, that is to lead out or bring forth, to gain knowledge, that is education. Now modernization. Modernization, that is process of change. That means whatever already existing, bringing something new to that is process of change, that is modernization. So in detail about modernization, the concept of modernization with reference to Indian society, we are going to discuss today. First, let's understand the concept of modernization includes social change and adjustment with modern times. That is, modernization is readiness to accept new thoughts, new ideas, new things and change the life accordingly. And modernization process associated with the factors like attitude, inspirations and values. Wherever it changes, modernization process begins. Then the term modernization does not denote any philosophy or movement, but it only symbolizes a process of change. That is, today the term modernization is understood as an attempt on the part of the people. That means particularly who are custom bound to adopt themselves to the present time, conditions, styles and ways in general. So modernization is a process of social change, we can say, with emphasizes rational, secular and scientific approach in one's life. Now, modernization is a total transformation of traditional society into the types of technology and associated social organization that characterize the advanced, economically prosperous and relatively politically stable nations. So, modernization is a process by which individuals change from traditional way of life to more complex and technologically advanced and rapid changing style of life. This is one example here, online class. How we have come from Gurukulas, Madrasas, Pathshalas, we have come to online learning that. That means teacher and student need not be in front with eye contact. We can have teaching online also. That is one example of this modernization. Now let's understand the definition given by Smelser, that is, modernization is a complex set of changes that place almost in every part of society as it attempts to be industrialized. That is, modernization involves ongoing change in a society's economy, politics, education, traditions and religion. Obviously, how we were in ancient times and then medieval period, now we can see the drastic change. That's what modernization here. Another definition, if we understand of Lattes, modernization is a process by which modern scientific knowledge is introduced in the society with the ultimate purpose of achieving a better and a more satisfactory life in the broadest sense of the term as accepted by the society concerned. So these are the two definitions I liked very much because they are concise and giving the precise meaning of modernization. That means exact definition and meaning of modernization. So now coming to the characteristics of modernization here, let's understand quickly. Modernization involves not only the changes in the material culture of a nation but also its belief system, values and a way of life on the whole. We know that modernization brings desired types of change in social structure of society also. Modernization does not mean only imitation of some advanced countries. It is process which help any state to establish its own identity. That is, modernized nation is that society which can make full use of discoveries and innovations in the field of science and technology. In Indian society, modernization takes place in the variety of form, not only in industrial, technological form, but also modernization in bureaucracy, education, agriculture, etc. Now let's see the characteristics of modernization here. Number one, homogeneous. That means it is a homogeneous process as it combines different societies in the world. Secondly, it is irreversible process. We cannot reverse it. We can move forward with new things in future, but we cannot reverse it. And also it is progressive. That means it's a progressive process. Since social development is desirable and inevitable, it is directed to human well-being, we can say. That's why progressive. Then global, that is, modernization is a global process. That whole world is connected with it. It is universally being diffused with all social groups irrespective of caste, creed and race. Now the next one, it is revolutionary. That means it is a revolutionary process. Change from traditional to modernity is radical with the purpose of new pattern of social and cultural behavior. Then next one, complex and multi-dimensional. That is, modernization is a complex and multi-dimensional process because it is interconnected process with reference to all areas of human thought and behavior. As such, it includes industrialization, urbanization, social mobilization, communication, etc. Then modernization may be regarded as the manifestation of high level of culture with a humanistic approach to science and technology. So these are all the characteristics of modernization. Now, what are the causes of this modernization here? Mainly in the beginning we are talking about education and modernization. So education is a very, very important cause of this. Education is the most important cause of modernization. Education related to science and technology is the base of modernization. Education develop modern skills and positive attitudes among people, which in turns leads to modernization. So education and modernization are not separable, very, very important. They are connected with each other. The second cause is mass media. That is, the process of modernization increase mass media. The development of mass communication including newspapers, periodicals and magazines, TV, radio, telephone, etc. is an important means of spreading modern ideas at a faster rate. Mass media provide new information, new thoughts, new attitude and new aspirations to society, which lead them to new achievement. Now next one is ideology of the nation. That is, nationalism and democracy are much linked with modernization. Ideology of the nation also help full to the modernization. Obviously, we have come from the so many rules here to democracy, we can see. Then leadership. Leadership, a good leader is able to change the attitude of the people and make them ready to adopt new skill, new values, new technology. It helps to gear up the process of modernization. So these are all the causes of modernization. Now what is the impact of modernization? Let's have a quick look at it. Firstly, industrialization and technological development increased in Indian society as a result of modernization. Then English education. Now English education spread in throughout the country and influences the people. Then mechanism of production, communication and household change. Industrialization process increased domestic production in India to a great extent. Then process of modernization and industrialization and technological developments, especially in the areas of transport, means of communication and information technology, has made closer interaction possible. That is, shortening the geographical distances had brought people living in distant areas together. Now people in the society become more liberal and less restrictive in social life. That is, castes no longer enjoy legal or religious sanctions. Then new social values like intellectualism, personal freedom, secularism, social equality, equality of opportunity, and national integration were born. Then new needs were created due to modernization, that is, style of living has been changed. Then the whole family setup was changed due to modernization. Women began to work with men. Traditional social life has changed. So this is the impact of modernization. Now, concept of westernization with reference to Indian society, let's see here. Modernization, and we have brought westernization along with modernization. In our Indian culture, we have adopted westernization also. Let's see what M.N. Srinivas, according to him, westernization refers to the changes brought about in Indian society and culture as a result of over 150 years of British rule, and term subsumes changes occurring at different levels, that is technology, ideology, values, etc. Then westernization explains the impact of Western culture, values on the Indian society and culture. Now, impact of westernization on Indian society, let's see some points here. That is, number one, door of modern education is opened up to the Indian people. Then technological scientific knowledge developed in Western country is available to Indian due to westernization, we can say. Secondly, government in India established the Right to Education Act and opened up the door to all the section of society, irrespective of caste, creed. In pre-independence year, education is confined to the some section of the society due to westernization. That is, education was not available to all. That is the important thing. Education is available to all. Then evil practices like untouchability and ill treatment to women, sati, child marriage were abolished from Indian society as modern education system increased the awareness related to evil practices. Then Indians realized the worth of liberty and freedom. They got exposure to the philosophies of thinkers, and then thinkers like Mill, Rousseau, Spencer and Brooke. So many, a number of philosophers we got influenced. Then they understood the reason and impact of English and other languages also, and they were influenced by the French and American Revolution also. Then group of people became westernized in their dress, diet, manners, speech, sports, and in the gadgets they used also. The new generation adopted Western festivals, style of living, celebration in Indian society. Then example, young people celebrating different days previously which were not part of Indian culture, Friendship Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Women's Day, etc. Then people absorbed Western science, technology, literature and use it for better living style, we can say. So this is all about education and modernization. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. This is the last video of this year. I wish you all the learners along with happy learning, happy new year. This new year bring you lots of knowledge, health, happiness and prosperity in your life. I will come up with another video in the next year, that is 2024. Happy New Year. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.